Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome to edition of the Red Line Show. This is your boy the Dean. This show, we're gonna just do an hour show. Donovan isn't here today, so what we're gonna do is just do a quick 1 hour show, chopping it up. But before we go ahead and do the show, guys, let me let y'all guys know what we're being brought to you by, guys. This show is being brought to you by number one, Tactical Soap, guys. Make sure you get your tactical soap. Very important to do. Also, guys, this show is being brought to you by Tate's War Room. Tate's War Room. Also, this show is being brought to you by the Fraternity of Excellence. Join the online brotherhood of exceptional men, the Fraternity of Excellence. And last but not least, guys, make sure y'all check out the most important thing that this show is being brought to you by. It's being brought to you by the 21 Convention, guys. Make sure you check that out. It is the 21 Convention, Patriarch Edition. That's going on in Orlando, Florida, April 30th through May 3rd. Guys, you know how to go there, where to go to get your tickets and all the other stuff. 21 Studios has all that information. Guys, if you have any questions or anything like that, go ahead and put them in the chat room. Guys, if you also want to call in, you can call in. Like I said before, we're going to do an hour show. Also going to answer any questions that you have as far as any questions. Other than that, I'm going to just read emails, and I've got the lines open for you guys. Again, my dog ain't here. He had other things to do. He's got a kind of a busy weekend, so I'm just holding down the fort for an hour show. After this show is over with, guys, the Man Mindset, we're going to kick off a show at 9:30. So make sure y'all check that out. It's going to be coming up at 9:30. But anyway, we're going to do 1 hour here and chop it up. I'm just going to read emails. And like I say, if you do have any questions, please ask in the chat room, as well as ask any questions as calling in. If that's not the case, don't worry about it. I'm just going to ride these emails and discuss some of the things that a lot of guys are thinking all the time when it comes to dating and relationships and stuff like that. So the lines are open, making sure. Oh, geez. Oh, my gosh. I didn't know about the studio. So, guys, yes, the lines are open for you guys if you want to call in. If not, just sit back, relax, and we will chop it up. But like I said before, we're going to knock this out. We got an hour show. We're just going to do an hour show. And then at 9:30 East, we'll be going live again, punching you in your chest. You know, when I show to punch you in your chest, we're definitely going to do that. So I had someone send me some emails, and someone sent me some emails. I have some emails, and I'm going over this one, and there's two of them that I saw that I kind of want to talk to y'all about, and I'll discuss it. And if y'all want to chime in, you can. Again, the lines are open for you if you do want to call in. That's what this show is all about: calling in and asking questions. Let me get to the email. It's a pretty interesting email someone sent to me and asked me about. And I kind of want to talk about this because this is some of the problems that I think a lot of you guys are having, not only when it comes to unlocking your mindset, but also about women. And there were two of them that were being asked about women. And I felt like, you know what? It's very important that I take some time, break these two emails down. Absolutely. But also, guys, we'll take your calls and any questions that you have, okay? Steve, I sent you an email. Let me know your thoughts. What email did you send me? Oh, I saw your email. Oh, you talking about the one where you sent something to that woman? All right, that's cool. That's cool. I don't know what more thoughts you want me to tell you on that, so just let me know. All right, reading the email. So, okay, guy says, Steve, I may be overanalyzing it. I might have no relevance, but it's always been something that I've been curious about. I'm constantly wondering, when I'm talking to a woman, if she thinks I'm hot. I'm gonna continue. Being in college, I'm constantly walking past women on campus and in the halls. And what I want to know is if there is eye contact between the two of us. If I see someone walking, does that mean anything? Sometimes I will make eye contact with a girl and she will immediately look down. And sometimes I'll make eye contact with a girl and she will look off, excuse me, to the side. I heard it's bad that if she looks straight ahead and over you, like you're not even there, but very rarely do I see them hold eye contact and look back at me. I'm not a bad looking guy, but I've been told I have an angry look to me, and maybe that's the problem. Um, but for being a decent looking guy, I don't ever think I had a girl walk by, smile at me, and I want that. You know what's great about everything that we try to show you on these things is really a false narrative that and we if you got a chance to listen to last night's show, we talked a lot about your mindset, the ego, and hive thinking, and we discussed all those things. And sometimes what the trick of the mind will do is it will trick you to think that you are more than what you really are to keep you exactly where you are. And a lot of people don't understand how that works. And there's so much bad in this, but this is the I hear these all the time from a lot of people, and this is, I guess, we would call some of the issues and some of the problems that people seem to have when it comes to the dynamics of women. And a lot of guys don't realize that it's not about over analyzing, like he's saying, okay? And he said that it's something that, yes, he is curious about. But the biggest issue in all of this, I mean, there's several issues, and I want y'all to be able to soak all this up to show you why it is you always put yourself in a position to lose with women, and why it is a lot of you guys out there will never get this, because a lot of you guys are not honest with yourselves. Now, again, you're wondering, you are constantly wondering if a woman thinks that you're hot. Now, I can guess what he means by hot. I can guess he means that um does she find me attractive? Maybe that's his again, that might be his definition of hot, but I think that's really part of the problem. Why are you want a woman to see you as hot? I just, in order for y'all guys to win at this stuff, in order for you to win, you've got to understand that trying to, or wondering that if a woman thinks you're hot is part of the issue and problems that y'all having with women today, because y'all are looking for the wrong things. You know, and what I don't understand is, in the email he's saying he's constantly walking past women in the halls. Okay. Why aren't you talking to these women in the halls? Why are you just allowing these women to walk past you like you're blind? You know there is a certain type of attraction to every woman that you see, because when you look at college girls, most of them are hot and sexy. Not all of them, but the majority of them look good enough to talk to. But what I don't understand is, what is the use of making eye contact with a woman if you're not going to speak to her, number one? Okay. And I don't think a lot of you guys don't understand creepiness to a woman. Creepiness and thirst. I don't think a lot of you guys understand that women have this certain thing about themselves that they can tell what kind of person you are as you're walking away. And if you're the kind of gentleman that is always staring at women, staring and not making any type of move or anything, she's going to find that awkward, and not just awkward. She's going to find that creepy. And I think that's the issue, and that's the problem a lot of people are having as far as all of this is going. You want to know if she thinks you're hot. Why? What is the purpose of wondering if you think she thinks you're hot, instead of trying to put your bid in to talk to her to see if she's interested in you? This is not a fairy tale where women all of a sudden see a guy, and yeah, I mean, women like certain kind of guys, and that's the truth. It's nothing um wrong about a woman seeing somebody and saying that, you know what, sure, there's interest in that person. That can happen. That's not a bad thing or a good thing. But when you're automatically trying to define what a woman should think, is where the problem comes in at. Because when you try to define what a woman should be through your eyes, that is your mindset, or that ego of yours trying to tell you what you should think. Or that's that part of the entitlement that a lot of guys get in all this, where they feel like they are entitled for a woman to feel a certain way for them. And then when that woman doesn't feel that way, they get upset. They get upset and they get mad at. And that's the thing that I want y'all to see in this whole thing. What y'all have to understand is a woman has a right to look down. She has the right to look off to the side. And she's got the right to just walk away and not talk to you at all. But it's what y'all think about yourselves is the problem. Because there is what we call the justification point of trying to justify why women aren't seeing. See, what this guy is doing is he's already painting a picture of what he expects women to see him as. And the fact that they're not, what he does is he begins to try to justify or make reasons. And this is what a lot of you guys do. You make reasons or excuses why you're not dating women. In this case, what did he say? I'm not a bad looking guy, but I've been told I have an angry look at me. And then he says, but for being a decent guy, right? I don't think I've ever had a girl walk by me and smile at me, and I want that. But see, then that I want that goes all the way back to, I want to know if she thinks I'm hot. And I think these are problems and these are the issues for a lot of guys. A lot of guys out there want that stuff. They want to have a situation where women are coming up to them, but in the real world, there's no reason why a woman will come up. There's no reason why a woman would even want to come up, because you've already got it in your head that you expect her to look at you and think that you're hot. But you also feel that they should look at you and smile. They should look at you. And what a lot of guys try to say is that I want to be chosen. I want her to choose me. I want her to pick me out. I want her to tap me on. There's something that women always do when they are young in their teen years, their young years, and when they're adult, and as they're getting older, they come up with this fairy tale fantasy of what they want the world to be. I want a guy to come up to me on a horse. I want him to sweep me. What is it? The knight in shining armor. I want somebody to come along and sweep me off of my feet. And I don't think for a lot of you guys out there, that is what we call the fantasy of a woman. And that's what she should have. Women, there's no problem with women having fantasies, because most of the fantasies they have when it comes to certain guys are false fantasies that are triggered by emotion. These fantasies are triggered by emotions. A logical man is not going to trigger an emotion or a fantasy. He's not going to trigger a fantasy. Now, let me explain what I mean by that. Yes, when you see a woman, yeah, you can imagine you smashing her. I mean, that's what we do. But that's as far as it goes. We don't sit there and paint a false narrative or picture of what we expect the world to be like. We just don't do that. So what happens is, for the guys that do that, they are building themselves up, and then when they build themselves up, they get mad when when the woman is not reciprocating what in their mind they think is reality. Sometimes when someone is thinking or living in a false world or lying to themselves, they begin to create a reality. It's like what the media does. The media creates realities. The media creates fantasies. TV and things like that create things in certain men to make them feel like, wow, in the perfect world, I'm walking down the schoolyard, or walking down the college, going from one class to another, and I can't even walk to class, man, because everywhere I go, women are pulling my shirt and they're ripping my clothes off and they're rubbing my face and they're trying to kiss me and trying to hug me and trying to have sex. That's the fantasy that a lot of guys seem like they do. A lot of guys do that. And this is some of the problems that they're having on the long run, because they're creating a false narrative. If only he would just go after what he wants. But like we told you before, going after what you want is deeper than just a basic approach. And for so many guys, that's all they're thinking about. But what they will do is they will cover up and cover over the truth. The truth is not about you being a decent looking guy. The truth is not about you having an angry look. That's not the truth. It's not the truth at all. The truth of the matter is for a lot of you guys, you're just creepy. And it's just how it is. I don't think you guys understand women have this detection system in them. I don't know where it comes from or how it works. And it's not how I'm going to, I don't know how it works. But what I do know is that what they do, they can detect creepiness in guys. Because for a lot of them, they are not sure. Well, they're not used to guys being men and going after what they want. Most guys today, because they have no idea who they are or how to talk to women, they put it off. And that's what women are used to. Guys that sit around, make excuses, and put things off. But the same guy that will put things off is the same guy that's going to make the excuse when he does put his bid in and she does turn him down. That's when he's going to get upset and lash out at the woman and try to knock her and down her for the fact of not being what the fantasy in his mind dictate. That's what I'm trying to get y'all to say. All right. That's a good. Let me post what you said. That's very good. I like what you say right there, Junior. Yes. See, the thing is that I don't want to say you're living in two worlds, but yes, you're living in two worlds. But the world there, but there's one world that you have stake. Oh shit. Phone ring. Sorry. There's one world in which you live in more than the other one. And for a lot of you guys out there, you live in a world that are false lies and narratives. Nobody wants to look in the mirror and say to themselves that I don't know. I don't know how to do something. Or look in the mirror and say, this is how I feel. And when it comes to a woman, I'm scared to talk to her. I'm scared to approach her. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to do. That's the world that y'all live in. Because what y'all do when you live in this false world, the world, again, your mindset is going to protect you from you being hurt, because in your mind, you think that it's doing you a favor by pointing the finger at everybody else except you. But your mind also does play tricks on you. What was it? Scarface. My mind's playing tricks on me all the time, always playing tricks on you. And the greatest trick that it plays on you is that it makes sure that you do everything you can not to grow. And I'll say it again. Your mind will do everything it can to make sure that you don't grow. So many people never realize, because the thing about time and the beauty about time is time doesn't care about any of us. It's just going to keep going straight. It's just going to keep moving forward. It doesn't matter. It's not going to stop, and it's not going to take a break. Anything. Time is just going to just move, period. And so many people come into this so-called communities where they want to learn what they think is game and how to pick up women. They may come in at 18. And by the time they blink their eyes, they're 28, 29 years old, and they still in the same place. And time has gone by. For the 28-year-old guy, he's going to probably turn to 35, and that 35 to 40. And one day they're going to realize that, what have I done with my life living in this fantasy world? And if only I would have been honest with myself, I could have changed the narrative of my life. When I had the opportunity to go upstream to learn me more, I chose the easy route like everybody else in today. We all like to take the easy route. And when you take the easy route, that's what happens. Easy route guys, when you look at easy routes and things like that, the easy route is not always the best route. But that's here nor there. Now, guys, I want to call in 515-605-9373 is the number. That's cool, but I'm going to keep going. I'm going to read the second one. And it's just because the second one is a little bit longer than this one, but it's important that you guys listen and understand what's going on, because there's so many things that's happening to you men today that you choose not to believe in. And I love this email because it's from a guy that is quote unquote indirect. And he's like, Steve, I'm listening to you, but there's the problem right there. If you're indirect, you shouldn't be listening to me. Because if you're indirect listening to a direct guy, that kind of breaks your brain a little bit, because then you're fighting things, and if you're indirect, you're supposed to be indirect. That's what you are, but there's no reason. But it was an interesting email, because it gives you a viewpoint, something I rarely see, but it is amazing. because he was like sending debate topics of why indirect, I guess, is the best way or something like that. I really don't know. But like I say, guys, we got about 35 minutes left in the show. We're only gonna do an hour show, take an hour and a half break, and then we're gonna do a Man Mindset show at 9:30 East. So make sure y'all stand by for that. We're gonna be talking. Y'all gonna get. I'm gonna punch y'all. I can't really, I'm not gonna cuss on this one. This is not my station to do that. But definitely when we get to the show later on this evening, we're gonna get down and dirty. We're gonna dip our hands in glass, so to speak. But that's later on. But anyway, so he comes and he sends me all this stuff, and it's like, I'm not going to answer you, but I'll do this on the show because he's like, well, as an indirect guy, I'm always testing patterns. And it's like the guy saying orbiters and I'll keep going. He kind of broke my brain with that one, testing patterns. I don't even know what that even means. But his thing is that he wants to assume automatically her nationality and assume it's about her. And he's saying he doesn't want to use questions in the beginning, not to make it sound like an interview, more of a conversation, he's saying. So what he says, and he's telling me, he's like, well, you always say, be honest with women, but where I see where you're wrong is, I feel, again, guys, you're allowed to feel what you want to feel, but since y'all rocking with this show, I need to give y'all the honest reasons why. But this is why the majority of you go wrong, because this is the information that y'all been handed to you, or you've been choking down your throat. So he's like this. He gives me the he, she. I say this, she says this, right? So all of a sudden, he says he's going to walk up to a woman and say, wait, you are very attractive. Wait. Oh, wait. So let me get this straight. You don't know her at all, and she's a complete stranger. And just like, hey, baby, yo, mama, you just want to walk up to a woman and say, wait. And then when you tell her to wait, you want to tell her that she's very attractive, okay? All right. So then he says, well, then these are my pattern. More pattern stuff. He's like, well, if she says, but I have a boyfriend, look at her like she's unattractive, ignore her, and go on. He stopped right there. Now, mind you, I'm not laughing at him. So you automatically assume that every woman that you run into and you say, wait, you're going to say, wait, you're very attractive. She might say thank you. I'm not saying that. But how is it that you've already jumped to her saying that she has a boyfriend? So all you're going to do is go from, wait, you're very attractive, and then I don't know, but it's more to this. I'm just trying to get overstanding in all of this stuff here that a lot of people are trying to tell y'all to do when it comes to women, man. I'm not the bad guy, and I don't want to be, and we're going to chop it up. But then he says his pattern, the patterns of indirect, is then he wants to start making assumptions about her nationality. By saying to a woman, you don't look like you're from here. You must be, and pick a country. In this case, he's saying Russian. And he says she's going to say no. And then he says, Then he says what you should say is, your eyes and your chin shape look Russian. And I know this because I had a Russian girlfriend in the past, especially your eyes are like the ones from the girls of Kazakhstan or what, I don't know, some Russian place in Russia, I don't know. And then she's going to say, no, actually, I'm from a whatever the random city is. That's how the pattern work. It's part of the pattern of what he called assumption. And he say this is why indirect works, because where I'm forcing her to do is he's forcing her to tell him where she's from. So I get this straight. You all the stuff that you're doing, all the stuff that you're doing is to get her to tell you what city you're from. Huh. I continue. So then he's trying to challenge me on the indirect assumption of learning about her by automatically telling her that she's the creative girl and you have a dreamy look. You must be some kind of artist, like a painter or a writer, he says. But then he says a part of the pattern is that makes indirect better is that also saying that you have a choice of saying you seem like a rational girl. Maybe it's because you wear glasses or you seem like the kind of girl who likes to study criminal minds, to get her to say, no, I'm not. Or maybe that she is, but then to tell you what she is. The thing is, that I don't think a lot of you guys understand is that every layer that you use to run away from your truth is really a reason why she's not even messing with you in the first place. Because then he's like, why should you just be honest when I can he always says it, elicit and pull out 3 types of emotions. Now I don't even know what nouning is. I never heard of a nouning. What is a nouning? I know a noun is a person, place, or thing. So is a nouning? Does that mean? Can someone help me with that? What is nouning mean? Anybody can chat room? Can y'all help me out? What is nouning mean? I don't know. Is that trying to get a person, place, or thing? And then from that point, try to get emotions off of her and flirt. But when you look up, I think I got it because I had to pull that up. Nouning, gentlemen, for those direct guys who want to know indirect, nouning I try not to laugh. Nouning is when you take out the nouns of topics in the conversations of her sentences and you choose a topic you'd like to expand on. And he said, he was talking about you should lead the conversation towards something that will show your value. And this is where I knew everything went off the road because he used the word DHV. Can someone tell me what that is? Can someone tell me what DHV is? I know what I'm dealing with, but what is a DHV? Wait a second. Let me go to Unchained. Well, y'all can kind of tell what DHV is. Let me see what Unchained is saying. Unchained saying, I believe I know because I stopped talking to her and dating and talking to other women. It's like she knows I know what she's doing with the other guys and she avoids me and goes in a different Unchained, what are you talking about? What? Wait a second. Am I missing something here? All right, thank you, Unique. I don't. Wait. This guy named Unchained. Let me go back up. Let me read this. Then I demonstrated I moved on and withdrew attention by not talking. Wait, golly, Unchained. What do you? Wait. This is Steve. I've been using your approach boot camp, and it works. Moreover, I use it on one woman at work, but she didn't give me a verbal yes or no, or took my car because she was avoiding it. Unchained. With all due respect, you're not following what I'm doing, dog. With all due respect, you're not doing it. I told you don't talk to women at your job. So the fact that you are thirsty, needy, and desperate, and the fact that you're doing something I told you not to do, is telling me that you don't value your job very much. Then I demonstrated I moved on and withdrew attention by not talking to her. Wait, you're talking about the chick at the job? Is this a joke? Unchained, are you joking right now? Unchained, look, hey, you got me. I'm sorry, Unchained. I thought you were serious. I'm sorry, dog. My bad, Unchained. I'm sorry. My bad, dog. My bad, dog. I thought you was serious in this thing, man. Man, hey, Unchained. I gotta give you credit, man. I thought you were serious in the stuff you writing. Now that's kind of funny. That's witty. Kind of weird witty, but it's funny. But I see you joking, dog. I know you didn't mean that. I know you don't mean what you saying, dog. So I know you didn't mean it. I know you're joking with me, so that's cool, man. But try not to joke. I'm trying to teach guys. Okay, there's no reason to joke around about that stuff because I know you got to be joking. I know you're joking. But I got to ask you a question, Unchained. How old are you? How old are you, Unchained? Unchained, how old are you, sir? But like I said before, guys, we're waiting on Unchained to answer the question. But there's so many reasons why y'all lose, and we're waiting for Unchained to answer the question. Thank you. 25. Okay. Um, do you care about your job? Well, I hear that. I hear that. But do you care about your job, Unchained? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to say. I'm just trying to ask Unchained, does he care about his job? Guys, you want to call in 515-605-9373 is the number if you want to call in. Like I said before, I'm sorry, 547. I apologize. It's coming from a weird number, so this might be a prank call, but we gotta answer the calls anyway. 547, what's your question, sir? What's up?
Hey, I hear what you're talking about, man, and here I got a question for you. What do you call a black woman who's had 7 abortions?
All right, I'll answer that question. Okay, that's a good question for 574. 574 wanted to know, what do you call a black woman that has several abortions? But I'm gonna now, guys, class is always gonna be in session, guys. This is very important. Hold on, stay right there, 574. Because I figured it was a prank call, but this is important that y'all guys listen to this. Now, I don't know the answer. I'm going to let him tell us the answer. But what's important that I want y'all to see is I'm going to do what women have done to this guy all of his life. This guy comes from a single parent home. I'm going to tell you a story. Comes from a single parent home. He's been raised by his mother, or excuse me, no, I'm wrong. He had both his parents in his life. But unfortunately, his dad was being punked by his mom all day long. So what his dad did was tell him, happy life, happy life, happy wife, happy life. And unfortunately for 574, he had a crush on some woman, and he lost it to either a Spanish guy, maybe in this case a black guy. So he's mad, he's angry, he's bitter, and I want you guys to listen to his voice. What I always try to tell you guys, because this guy waited 10 minutes to say this. So we're going to bring him back on. But what I want you to do, guys, listen to the weakness in his voice. And then ask yourself, guys, how many women do you think he actually has? Or is he still living with his mother? So what I want y'all to do is listen. I'm about to open back up. I want y'all to hear him because we're being nice. We're going to let him on, let him talk. But I want you to hear how weak and soft he is. So 574, how many abortions? I forgot even the question. What is the answer to your question, sir? What's up? I don't give a fuck. You hung up on your bitch ass. Okay, we back. Okay, so anyway. So guys, if y'all want to call in, 515-605-9373 is the number. But he waited 10 minutes to do that. And I knew it was a prank because he called from a unclosed number, man. We know this kind of stuff. But see, this is what I'm talking about. But we just gonna keep things moving. You know what I mean? Because see, the thing that you gotta learn about guys like that is that they don't want you to learn and they don't want you to grow. But I need to get back to Unchained. I'm sorry, guys. I apologize. I want to get back to Unchained for a second here because Unchained, are you telling me this is what you want to do? Does your job care? So do you care about your job, Unchained? Because if you care about your job, why are you talking to a woman? Why are you talking to a woman at your job, sir? Why you that's what I understand about you. Why would you try to talk to a woman at your job? Now, have you heard about the Me Too movement, Unchained? Well, Smith, let's not be mean. Let's not be mean to him. This is not here to knock people, but it's here to give them a broader education of seeing the bigger picture. And that is something a lot of people don't do. A lot of people don't see the bigger picture. A lot of people are like that last caller. See, that last caller is crying for help and he doesn't even realize it. But I can tell you the last caller's life, and that's what I'm talking to you, Unchained. Do you want to have a life where women just pass you up and pass you by for other guys because they don't see any manliness in you? Do you want to get passed up by women? But you're not using my method, though. That's wrong. You're not using my method. Because my method has nothing to do with talking to a woman at the job. And that's why in Unchained. And with all due respect, this is exactly why at the end of the day, you're never going to make it with women, dog. You're not. You're not. And I'm not trying to be mean and I'm trying to knock you, but you just don't have it in you to follow simple instructions and directions. And if you can't follow basic 2 + 2 is math, then, you're just not going to make it, man. You're not. And again, that's not our way of method, but like I said before, Unchained, if I was you, I wouldn't even be listening to us, man. We're wasting your time. And that's the truth. Why listen to us when you're just wasting your time, dude? This isn't for this stuff that we teach is not for you, man. You need to go to a PUA, what do they call that? A PUA or indirect YouTube show that show you how to be soft, dog. This ain't for you, man. This isn't for you, man. But what is going on dates got to do with the fact that you you ain't a man in a woman's eyes, dude. That's all I'm saying. So this just ain't for you, brother. It's not. But it's all good. But I just give you recommendation. If I was you, I wouldn't. I'd leave because this isn't for you, man. And that's the problem. But for a lot of you guys out there, yeah, Unchained. Boy, there's no question. If you got questions, you can ask or call in, and we will be happy to answer those. We only got 15 more minutes, and then we'll be doing the Man Mindset show in about an hour and a half. But yeah, we're just doing an hour, just chopping up for an hour and stuff like that. And let me see here. Well, I'm just trying to read some of this stuff. Yeah, let me get an Unchained's message on it because that's just killing the show. Tito, why are you asking that question? Is it okay to go to? This is what I understand about y'all guys, man. Tito, you do good, but you still got a lot of work to learn, man. And we're gonna I will punch you in your chest on that one in a little while because I'm trying my best not to curse or anything like that, man. No, Unchained, don't do it. Unchained, listen to me. Unchained, listen to me. Just hear me out. Look, I'm going to be the only probably guy on the face of this web thing that's going to be honest with you guys. And I'm not going to lie to you. And I can tell you if you are fitted for what we teach you, you're not, and you're just not, my brother. And I don't want you wasting your time. That's all I'm saying. No, I don't want you wasting your time. This is what I'm trying to get you to see, young man, is that you're 25 years old and you don't use common sense. And because you don't use common sense and you say your job is important, but yet you want to sexually harass somebody at the job. That's not what we do, man. That's not us. That's not us, man. So I'm just saying, do whatever you want, but I'm just telling you, if I were you, I wouldn't waste my time. I'm just telling you, y'all think I'm crazy, but I keep things real, man. But a lot of people don't understand real, and I think that's the issue that we have nowadays. A lot of people don't understand real, and we're gonna talk about real tonight. That's what we're gonna be talking about, and we're gonna be discussing the difference. But we really gonna talk about the whys behind this and why things don't happen for you guys. The caller that was talking about the racist thing had been waiting. He's been waiting for about 6 minutes. Hey, caller, I'm gonna bring you in a little while. You just sit and simmer and let me talk because I know you're either gonna have a racist joke to say or you're gonna say something a little petty and hang up like a chick. So I'm gonna just hold you off. You just stay right there. I'll be up in a second because I know you sitting around. But this is what I tell y'all guys. Y'all, it's like a lot of y'all guys, man. Feelings are prohibited. I can't remind you of somebody because I was doing this before there was a 𝐈𝐋 Nasheed, sir. So I don't mean to be disrespectful, but I've been doing this shit for over damn near 30 years, sir. So this is going on before there was a 𝐈𝐋 Nasheed, sir. So appreciate what you're saying, but I've been here for quite a long time. So no, I am not a 𝐈𝐋 Nasheed. I'm Steve Williams, and I've been doing this shit for a long time. Okay. I've been in this game for a long time, and I appreciate what you're saying, but I just wanted to auto-correct you without disrespecting you. But anyway, anybody else got any questions here, man? I'd be happy to answer any of your questions that you have. We got about 10 minutes left in the show. If y'all want to call in, the number is, let me move this out the way. I'm sorry, guys. The number is 515-605-9373 is the number. But like I say, for a lot of y'all guys, it's very important that you guys out there begin to listen to the last 3 shows that I kicked off, because all that plays a role in why you are what you are today, not in front of women. But what y'all are noticing in today's world, and just like, the caller 574, he called back. But what did I tell you? Y'all got to understand we're in a time where men are acting more like women. I had a guy ask me the other day what I thought about another man. I'm like, what? Why would you even ask me that? But that's the flavor of the water that's going on today. It doesn't make anything. I don't know, man. But let me see if there are any more questions with the guys out there. And like I say, guys, this is just a quick, it's a quick 1 hour show that we want to do. And we'll get to something else. Hold on, 574. I got you, dog. Hang tight. I'm a got you, dog. Don't go nowhere, 574. Because I know you want to tell me another racist joke. So stay right there. I'll be right back with you. 843, what's your question, man? What's up?
Hey, this Smitty, Dean. What's going on?
Smitty, what's good with you, brother? How you doing, man?
Man, good, man. Hey, I heard you talking about the guy being real and work and stuff. What these guys don't get is, yes, there are a lot of bad chicks at the job, but do you want to risk not only your job, but your career? Because they're going to find out what happened at your last gig.
Right.
And it's not worth it, And I think some of these guys, because there are plenty of women out there. Plenty out there. So all you got is handle your business. And what's attractive to a woman is being real, but also handling your business.
Well,
and,
but Smitty, let me ask you a question. When does common sense kick in? When is common sense supposed to kick in with people? When does somebody have become a does common sense kick in when you become an adult? When does common sense supposed to kick in, Smitty?
To me, it should happen when you're a teenager, when you get those ups and downs, make those mistakes with women, and you learn from it.
Okay.
And in life in general.
All right, but wait.
So a lot of kids don't get no mentorship either.
I know, but Smitty, let's think about something. I see a stove. I touch the stove burns my hand, and then common sense would tell me the next time I see a stove that automatically I need to be more careful. Because if I touch the stove, it's going to be hot. So couldn't we say common sense starts when we were a little bit younger?
You are right.
Okay.
You are right.
So
when you're a kid,
right.
We all done stupid stuff as a kid.
Right. We do stupid stuff as a kid. But if there's any pain inflicted in what we do, common sense will kick in and say, the next time you do say a thing, you better think twice about doing it because there's going to be a bad result. So with that being said, Smitty, if you know that how long is this Me Too movement? Because I don't even know how long it's been going on because it's none of my business. But how long has this movement been going on where you ain't supposed to talk to women at your job? How many years, decades? How long has this stuff been happening?
Man, it's been a long time, but I tell you this thing, many people don't know I used to be in the military, right?
Yes.
Sexual harassment was big in the military, and it's a big thing. And guys get caught up all the time, messing around with these women on the base, at their office, and then they get caught up when things don't go well. And see, what these guys don't get, Dean, is that you don't even have to do it. They could just say you did it. and you're screwed. So why risk that?
Yeah, but
don't go to lunch with these women.
Right. But Smitty, but let's look at it. If you're 25 years old and you know that you shouldn't talk or flirt with a woman at your job, because number one, you'll get fired, right? So it could be there's a chance. I'm not going to say because I don't want to scare people because I'm not in the scare tactics. There's a possibility that not only can you lose your job, but there could be some type of legal stuff going on when you're harassing a woman because she can sue the company. Company can turn around and sue you. I'm not just, but I'm not saying that to scare anybody. But the reason I'm saying this, Smitty, is that we have a guy in here saying that he decided to talk to a woman at his job just to see how it is, how it works. I mean, if that's the case, you might as well go up and grab her butt or grab her breast just to see how crazy this is. But again, we're in a different time. See, right? Like I say, look, Smitty. I know it's pretty odd that I ain't cussing it. I'm kind of chill right now, but at 9:30, I'm gonna let my hair down and really talk that yak. But right now, I'm kind of chill. But it's amazing how people are. Oh, wait a second. We got another call, but Smitty, I want you to stay on the line because I don't want to be mean to this guy. This guy called in and I guess he was trying to make a racist joke because he talked about black women or something like that and abortions and everything. And he waited 10 minutes and I hung up on him afterwards. He waited 13 minutes. So let me bring him in so he can tell us what he wanted to tell us. 574, what'd you want to tell us, big dog? What'd you want to tell us, man?
I'm not even going to tell you my joke.
Oh, God damn it. I'm sorry. The phone hung up on you, dog. My bad. Okay, area code 646. What's your question, man? What's up?
Yeah, what's up, Dean? I was just asking a quick question, man. I'm a young man in my 20s. I'm just asking, like, what's the right mind state I should have in regards to a man when it comes to my family?
Let me tell you something. Wait. Let me and you gotta listen to the show tonight. You gotta listen to the show tonight because I'm gonna cover that. But let me explain something to you, my brother. It's not what kind of man you should be to your family. It's how you need to be as a man. Because everything falls under the umbrella of being a man. And see, that's where a lot of guys go wrong. They think manhood is beating your chest and saying, I'm a man. That's not it. Being a man is being all things. Everything should have a rule attached to it of how you live your life. And that's the problem with y'all guys. Y'all make rules, but y'all don't stand by the rules you make. Like, for instance, let me give you one. I love my family, right? Relatives and all them. But if they bring drama into my life, they're gone. I love my family and all that.
Yeah.
But if they disrespect me, they're gone. If they try to tell me how to live my life, they're gone. If they want to tell me what they thoughts, and I don't care what they think, hey, look, it's going to take a lot of them, they got to do a lot to stay. Because I don't tolerate, and that's okay. You see, I can't talk about it right now because the show's almost over. But there's I watch Watchmen, on HBO, and I've watched the DC one, the movie, and all this other stuff. But it reminds me of a character. Do you watch have you ever seen that show, The Watchmen, caller?
Nah, I never watched it before. All
right, write this down. Look up the origin of Dr. Manhattan because we're gonna kick on that. Dr. Manhattan. He is so cold.
No problem.
Hey, let me tell you something. He's so cold, he walk around with his stuff hanging out. Nobody can touch him. That's how cold he is. Hey, he's so cold, he got bored and left the world and just started life on Mars or some other planet. But what I'm saying is this, is that when I watch him, I can understand y'all don't understand the level of what a man can be. And when you see guys like Dr. Manhattan, that's what I'm going to talk about today, because you guys are putting too much of your feelings in this stuff. And y'all, that's what women do. They put their feeling in stuff. You see what I'm saying, young man? They worry.
Yeah, I understand.
They worry about what everybody thinks. They worried about what everybody feels about them, and they worry about people hating them and talk. That's y'all's problem. See, I understand. Okay, let me ask you a question. Is your family doing something to you that's disrespectful?
I mean, I'm not really going to say.
That's just yes or no. That's just yes or no, young man.
But I just want to.
That's just yes or no. I'm not. I don't want. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna tell you why you're the problem and they're not the problem. Because as a man, fail me on this, young man. Do you know what a problem is to a real man? Do you want to know what a problem is to a real man? You ready?
You let me know.
A problem to a real man is a meteor the size of Jupiter coming towards Earth. That's a problem. You want to know why it's a problem? Because he can't control a meteor the size of Jupiter coming towards Earth. But as a man, you control everybody that is in and around your kingdom. You do, not them. You do. And what you allow them to do is not their fault. It's your fault because you're allowing the behavior to happen to you. Does that make sense, young man?
Yeah, that makes sense.
See, think about this, young man. Now, I don't want to know uncles, moms, dads, whatever, but can you kind of give me an idea what the person's doing? I don't want to know who it is, but what is the person doing to you? What is the disrespect they doing to you?
I mean, just like raising voices and stuff like that.
All right, let's stop. All right, let's
always got an opinion over stuff that doesn't have nothing to do with them.
All right, let me ask you this question. Let me ask you this question. Wait, before I do, I know 574 waiting again. Hold on, he's the racist guy. 574, what'd you want to say one last time before we go, dog? What'd you want to say, brother? Sorry, we hung up on your motherfucking ass. Can't talk. Okay, now 646. What I'm saying to you is this, dog. Look, check it out. What I'm saying to you is this. You tell me what your rule is. Not my rule, not Smitty's rule, and not everybody listening. Tell me what is the rule of thumb, your principle, when it comes to someone raising their voice at you. What is the rule in your law that you do when someone raises their voice at you? What is your law and rule on that, sir?
I mean, I just let it be known. Don't do it.
Okay, but wait. What's the repercussion? Just telling someone don't do it? What's the repercussion? That's the repercussion? Telling them don't do it?
I guess I'm not even gonna say I guess.
Well, no, wait. Well, yeah, I was about to get you. What's the repercussion? What's the repercussion? And listen, I don't care if it's a woman, man, Bigfoot, or Smurf, or elf. What is the repercussion for somebody raising their voice at you? What is the repercussion in your world?
I mean, I'll be the bigger person.
All right. Strike one shows part of your weakness. I love you. I got you. Just follow Uncle Dean on this. Now, the next one, what is your rule on someone trying to tell you how to live your life? Be the bigger man again?
I mean, if somebody tries to tell me how to live my life, I'm not going to listen to them unless it's good advice.
But if you don't ask, but I'm saying you're not asking. I'm saying someone telling you without you asking. Somebody telling you without you asking. What is the repercussion for that person?
I mean, I'm gonna just cut them off because you can't tell me what to do.
Okay,
I'm not going through something like that.
But okay, wait. You said somebody was telling you how to live your life, right?
No, I didn't say how to live my life. I said always have an opinion.
Okay, well, let's stop right there. What is
to do with them?
Then what are you going to do about someone who has an opinion about you? Then what is your rule when someone tells you their opinion about things? What's your rule on that?
I mean, I don't listen to them. I ignore them.
Okay, then do you see why you're the problem?
Right,
do you want to? Okay, you want to know what I would do if someone raised my voice and someone tries to give me an opinion after I tell them I don't want to hear that one time? What you think Uncle Dean gonna do?
Yeah.
What you think Uncle Dean gonna do, dog?
Just throw them away.
Okay, but why am I gonna throw them away? Why am I getting rid of them?
Because you're a drama-free person, correct?
So then what's the problem?
It doesn't matter.
Right. So then if that's the case and I'm quite happy with my life and quite successful, and I don't have anybody in my quote-unquote orbit, not orbiters, guys, but in my orbit, I'm using that bullshit, and around my area, then what do you think the problem with you is?
I mean, Mr. Dean, the reason why, like, the person, they can't leave ASAP because, like, there's a contract. It's like business, you know? So I have to wait till the contract is up. You understand what I'm saying?
So you're telling me the person that you have a contract with is yelling at you and giving you their opinion?
Not yelling directly towards me, like, to say, like, a business partner, and, like, the feelings get involved with, you know, always have an opinion or for something I do in regards to the business, but you know, I can't let them go yet. But you know what I mean? Let me know, man. What's up, man?
Well, let me tell you something. If I did, follow me on this. If I did what your business partner is doing to you to Smitty, and even though Smitty and myself are business partners, you don't think Smitty, when we clock out, you don't think Smitty gonna take me around that corner and snatch my little punk ass up, put me up against that wall, and say the next time you talk that yak to me, we gonna have a real problem. But see, this is old school thinking. But that's how things get done back in the day. Because even though we business partners, that's one thing. But one thing you ain't gonna do is you're not gonna disrespect me. You ain't gonna do it. Listen, when 646, when I tell you, I don't care who it is.
Go ahead.
I don't care who it is.
All right, go ahead.
Bigfoot, Sasquatch, Smurf, woman, cousin, brother, mom, dad. I don't even my dog. I don't care who it is, brother. You are not going to disrespect me. You are not going to yell at me like you're my mother, and you're not going to get in my business. So you know what? While we working together, you can do all that chirping you want. As soon as we clock out and we leave that facility, we going to have a talk. But you got to understand, 646, and I'm not saying you do this, but you talking to a real man that has no tolerance. So I'm not saying you do this, but I'm just telling you why I win and why guys like you don't, because y'all allow disrespect to come along all the time. The reason he's doing that is because he knows that you're soft and you're going to put up with it. And I'm not calling you soft. I'm not saying you're soft. I'm saying he thinks you are. I don't know you, 646. But what I'm saying is, if I did that to Smitty, I'm telling you, Smitty would smile, Smitty would chill, but when we clock out and we leave that facility and Smitty gonna yank you. Smitty gonna yoke me up. You wanna know why? Because Smitty gonna be like, I'm gonna tell you right here, right now, don't you ever do that to me? Because I'm no sucker. I ain't no punk, and you ain't gonna try me. That's 100. But see, 646. I can't talk about that now. I'm gonna tell y'all. See, the problem is. And that's the title of what I'm going to be talking about tonight is I am, and the problem is you're not. That's y'all's problem. I am, and you're not. Because what you're saying is not a problem. Because if somebody's yelling at hey, Smitty, I wish somebody would yell at your boy.
Damn right.
I couldn't. Hey, young man, I couldn't even imagine someone. That's funny. That's funny to me. Someone yelling at me. I'm a grown ass man. You ain't yelling at me. Look, hey, 646. You know the only person who can yell at me is my mom and my dad when I lived at their house. When I was under their roof, they could do anything they wanted to do. Beat my ass, everything. Tell me to go to bed with no food. They told me when I had to wake up. They tell me at what time to go to bed, when I can go outside. It was like prison 101. But once I left my parents' house, ain't nobody yelling at me, dog. You got ain't happening. And I'm not. Listen, 646. I'm not trying to be a gangster or tough. That's not the whole thing. Because that's not what this is about. I'm just telling you, I'm not gonna let nobody yell at me. I'm not doing it. And if somebody's yelling at me and we at work, then you know what? Hey, listen, why don't you go to HR first before you yoke them? Because what you need to do is do what is called a paper trail of trying to take the high ground. But taking the high ground, you got to have a paper trail. That means I need to go to somebody and tell them to have us in a room, to tell him to stop talking to me in that tone or manner, because I'm not somebody's bitch. But you need a paper trail, because when you yoke his ass up, they're going to be like, well, he tried. He did da-da-da-da-da. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I understand, man. You're right. I mean, like I do. It's nothing to do with work. It's something like I own, and like somebody's like basically like a tenant. But you know, like somebody always has an opinion on something.
Well, wait a second. You wait. Wait. Let me get straight. Let me get straight. Do you own a building or something, and you have a tenant talking to you crazy? Is that what you're talking about?
I mean, you could say that, but
dude, can you just be? Wait, can we stop? Wait.
The person,
you got listen. As a man, can you just okay? Let me. This is what I got to do to y'all guys. 646. Can you tell me what 2 + 2 is, please?
4.
Okay, thank you.
Bingo.
You see how simple that was when someone asks you a question, how easy it is just to give them an answer and not go around. Well, I think, 2 + 2 could be, 3 - 1, and it could be 2 + 0. Just answer the question. Is this a tenant of a building? Yes or no? Is it a tenant?
Yes.
Okay. So if you got a tenant talking crazy to you, then when is his lease up? When is the tenant's lease up?
Next year.
Then don't renew them. Don't renew. That's the best you can do. You can't
that's the solution. I'm just curious.
Well, listen, you can't put you can't put your hands on the tenant because then that's a lawsuit. So don't put your hands on the tenant. Can't do it.
Yeah. That's what I'm that's exactly
but do you have the let me ask you a question. Do you have the power to evict? Yes or no?
I mean, like I have to talk to my business partner. Then I had to get on it as well.
Then my question I'm asking you is, why haven't you talked to your business partner yet?
I mean, I did, but I have to do my own work as well. You know what I mean?
But how long has this been going on for?
That's on me. That's on me.
Right, but
that's on me.
But that's y'all's problem, man. As men, we handle business, dog. We don't put things off. That's what women, I'm not calling you a woman, but I'm telling you, that's what women do. Women put things off and wait on stuff. Men don't do that. When things need to get done in the kingdom, they get done right then, right there, or I'm working towards that end game right now. I'm not putting it off because what you're doing is you're saying, well, this person's doing this to me, but I haven't got around to taking care of that business, so I'm just going to do this. But oh God, he's doing it again to me, but I haven't taken the time. You see how you sound right there, 646?
Yeah, you're right.
So this is the
it's my fault, man.
Yes,
it's my fault.
There you go.
Take full
Exactly. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Good for you. That's what I'm talking about with y'all guys. Listen, I don't know the ramifications that you can have for a tenant that's disrespecting you or yelling can be perceived as threatening, which might even have you put a restraining order on them, which can kick them out of the thing. I don't know the loopholes. You got loopholes. You just got to get with a lawyer or your attorney or somebody, but you don't have to deal with it as a landlord, because I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna use Smitty again. If Smitty was my landlord and I'm constantly cussing him out and disrespecting him, know what Smitty gonna do? Smitty just gonna smile, keep walking. And then the next day, as I'm walking to my door, because the locks don't work, there's gonna be a note on top, or a little pink note of eviction or whatever, because Smitty ain't playing. You as a man, and especially as a landlord, my brother, you must prepare for every kind of tenant, not just the ones that say, "Hey, Mr. Roper." I'm talking about Three's Company. I'm old. It's like the 70s. I'm old. But anyway, but
they don't know about that.
They don't know about that, Smith. I'm sorry. They're young. They don't know about Mr. Roper. But what I'm saying is, what I'm saying to you, 646, is that it's not about the guys that are nice to you. As a man, you must prepare yourself for everybody and have a contingency plan for everything. So when it happens, it's getting taken care of that day. Does that make any sense, young man?
Yeah, I understand. Yeah, I understand.
Hey, can I ask him a question?
Man. Yeah, go ahead, Smitty, real quick. Yeah.
Can I ask him a question real quick? I saw you 25, so let me ask you something. First, you didn't watch the first Batman movie, and the Joker said, you can't make an omelet unless you crack some eggs. You do that in life. Are you in a relationship, married, anything like that? I'm going somewhere with this.
Nah, I'm single, bro.
Okay, cool. That's good. See what Dean was talking to you about, like you was going around, beating around the bush for answers. not being clear and concise. Your woman, whenever you decide to settle down, get married, start a family, that's what you want to do. She's not going to look at you like a man, because a man, when it comes to leadership, is about being firm, making firm, quick decisions, being that problem solver. And especially when you got property, you already got to solve. You already supposed to be prepared to solve that problem. And when you decide to have a family, like when you get older, more established, or whatever, or even with somebody, if they hear this right now, they don't go off and look for some other man who is gonna be clear, concise, to the point, who will put their foot down. So I just want to, I know it might take some time to work on that, but just be mindful of that, because people are going to be looking towards you to have the answers. And you got to be able to provide those answers. And sometimes they may not like it.
All right, bro. I definitely going to work on that.
And
take full responsibility.
Look, we appreciate you, brother. We do. But what you got to understand is this: the world and the game doesn't owe you anything, but it will allow you to take what you want in the game when you believe in yourself. That's the rules of the game. So what I'm saying to you is, next time you call in with something, be clear and concise with us. Yo, I'm a landlord and I got this tenant. He tripping. This is happening. What do I do? You see that right there? That would have cut out a lot of time. But if we got to pull teeth, hear me out. If we trying to pull your teeth to get answers from you, then that shows what kind of man you are that's not clear and concise, which means as a landlord, you're not clear and concise with your tenants, which means that's why they're doing what they're doing now, because of what you are. You're not being clear on things. Does that make any sense, young man?
You definitely right.
Yeah, I mean,
that's something I have to fix, man.
Yeah, no, you definitely got it. You definitely got to do that, man.
Good man.
Yeah, you definitely got to do that. Okay, yeah. So soak up that. We about to wrap this up, but thank you, 646. If you want to punch in the chest, just come on the show in about an hour and a half. I'm gonna punch you on the chest on some stuff. But make sure you're around, okay, young man.
All right, no problem.
I
appreciate that, man. That's why I called you, man.
I respect to you, man. Hey, stay up, my brother. I respect that shit. I respect that. All right, so man, we about to wrap this up. But Smitty, I don't think I don't think these guys understand the importance. See, everybody wants to put on this pretend coat called "I'm a man," or these pretend shoes called "I'm a man," or a pretend shirt called "I'm a man." But then when life gets in their face, what do they act like? A woman. And a lot of guys don't understand that they are the problem. They look for solutions outside of themselves, and that's part of the problem. But we're going to talk about that today, this afternoon. But Smitty, you got anything else to say before we wrap this up, brother?
Yeah. Like that young brother talking there, you can tell he's a good kid, man. He just needs some guidance.
Yes.
But if he's listening, I'll put myself out there. Now I'm 41 years old. I've been in a relationship for like about 3 years now with the same chick, ups and downs, like most people. But as a man, I got tired of what I'm doing on my job. So I told her straight up, babe, I'm taking a pay cut, so I'm going back to school. And I'm going to school for cybersecurity. And I should be getting those certifications and probably middle of January, everything in. But I gave her a clear, concise plan. I said, look, I'll be in school till 10 o'clock at night. We won't be able to see each other all the time during the week, but it's a 4-month shit sandwich. And now, this is one I know I'm going to marry, right? So I'm not doing this if I ain't feel that way about her.
Yes.
So, or see her that way. But it might say a black woman, no kid. He's talking about a unicorn. But anyway, but she's working on her business as well. So what I did, I said, look, I know when you're busy during the week. Let's do like once or twice out the week. Let's go have lunch together. And then like on the weekend, we go have dinner. We do something then while we middle of doing stuff. But as a man, I gave her that plan.
Yes.
And if she was against that, I would have found another woman. But she saw the clear and concise plan I had. Right. And she knew I wasn't bullshitting around, and I also gave her alternatives. And And like, mind you, I'm not telling a young guy to do that because he's 25, I'm 41. And but you just gotta get to the point because they looking for answers because you know this thing, your wife. Whenever something goes wrong, she's calling you.
Yeah,
you know?
no doubt.
And she said, "Hey, Steve, the tire light came on. He don't want to hear. Well, you know what I'm saying, all that. She want to know, am I gonna come there or what the problem is, or what the answer is? But hey, I know you gotta run because I gotta go to the store, do some homework, and then gonna meet old girl for dinner later.
Do your
but
thing.
Hey, man, keep doing what you do, good brother.
Appreciate you, Smitty. Thank you very much, man. We'll holler at you later, brother. Peace out, Smitty. Thank you, brother. That's my dog, Smitty, man. Been around for years, man. Damn, decades, man. Smitty been around since 2001, 2000. Smitty been around for a long time, almost like 20 years, just about. Anyway, guys, we're gonna go ahead and wrap this up, guys. But like I said before, we gonna talk because and what I want y'all guys to do for a homework assignment who doesn't watch The Watchmen. I'm going to tell you what to look at because I'm going to be using this as a catalyst to what I'm going to be talking about tonight. So if you can, guys, I want y'all to go to, let me see what it's called. I want y'all to look this up. Shoot, man, I got to probably pull this up myself. Hold on, guys. Give me a second. Hold on a second. Stop that. I want y'all guys today, if y'all can right now, it's gonna look up on YouTube. It's called Watchmen, WATCHMAN, Watchmen, The Birth of Dr. Manhattan. The Birth of Dr. Manhattan. Look at Watchmen now. That's on YouTube. It's only a video's not that long, but you got to understand where I'm coming from, Dr. Man. Y'all don't know who he is. I'm telling y'all, just it's a quick homework assignment. Type it up in YouTube. Type in Watchmen, The Birth of Dr. Manhattan. That's what we're gonna be talking about. No, just YouTube it. Yeah, Olympus. Yeah, this is on HBO. Yeah, The Watchmen on HBO. But no, what I'm saying is go to YouTube. It's free. Just type up The Birth of Dr. Manhattan, and that's what we're gonna be discussing. That's it. That's it. Oh, just brother, I got you, dog. I forgot about you last night. I got you. As soon as I get off, just a brother. As soon as I get off, just a brother, I got you, brother. As soon as I get off the show. But last but not least, guys, I want to thank y'all very much, guys. We're gonna be kicking off a show in another at 9:30 East. Okay, guys. Kicking off a show. We're gonna have let our hair down a little bit, 9:30 East. So, guys, make sure y'all check that out. And we will be doing there's gonna be a Red Man Group show tomorrow. So make sure y'all check that out. Guys, y'all got any questions or anything? Send me an email at themanmindset@gmail.com. Other than that, guys, y'all have a good night. And for those that are here, but guys, at 9:30 East, which is almost an hour away, we're gonna be kicking off and spin some yak on some man. We're gonna punch y'all in the chest. I'm gonna let my hair down and we're gonna go at it. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, thank you, Freelance Ronin. Please, for all those Freelance Ronin, just post to that, man. I know this has nothing to do with what you're talking about, Steve, but you said another man show is Viking, correct? Yes, Olympus. Yes, Vikings. Yes, that's a man's show. I told you, Ray Donovan. Watch Ray Donovan. I told you to watch Larry David for learning about an asshole. I told you to watch Mr. In Between. Mr. In Between. Oh my gosh. I'm trying to think who's tougher, Mr. In Between or Ray Donovan. I don't know, but they go hard in the paint. Mr. In Between. Shoot, boy, I don't know, but yes. Also Vikings and stuff. Yes, do that. Just a brother, I'm gonna take care of you right now. I got you. Take care of you right now, guys. I'll see y'all in an hour. I'm the Dean, Mr. Man Mindset, and for all those out there, please, I just want to say for those listening, if y'all going out tonight, please be careful. Don't drink and drive. If you're drinking, please have someone drive you. And guys, please, don't push up on women. It's the weekend. I know y'all want to have fun. But please be safe, okay? I'll see y'all in about an hour. Your boy, we out.